If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC25, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC25 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 8% using promo code Inception at checkout. Okay, guys, so we have some content today. I might just fully unlock this card if there's like a loan icon. I just need something. If he has like good rolls, I just need something new for the review account, just in case I gotta do like new stuff in general. With CDM specifically, because actually, wait, hold on. Okay. My main concern was pace split for fullbacks. Okay, that was my main concern. Let's see what he has here. Okay, sure. So you're looking at it more from like, I would say, so if you like using false back, which not really recommended right now because I don't think he is going to change his whole meta with the 4-2-1-3 for the whole year. So people are just going to go for counters in the side positions. There's like a thing, right, where like with midfielders, where you can put them in the side to cover that area if your fullback overcommits, but you would have to have that specific role, right? Because from what I'm seeing on this card, right, it seems like mainly a holding plus type role as a CDM or as a fullback with a false back, because he has like kind of a little bit of midfield characteristics, because he has long ball pass, he has pinged pass, whipped pass, that kind of stuff, right? But like I said, playing that way, the counterattacks could be a little bit crazy. So I think it's mainly just testing out defensive capabilities with the height that he has. He's like a 5'7" player. He's not super tall, right? 5-star weak foot on him. Does have intercept and anticipate, which is important. I think cards like this, like the 4-2-2 that I reviewed, I have to see if I can find like a 4-2-3-1. No, I already reviewed 4-2-3-1. Maybe like a narrow one, maybe, potentially. Yeah, we could try something else out. Because I have to try him out in like both positions, basically, right? Like try him out as a CDM and then a right back for the most part. Right back, you don't really a fullback position. The reason why I don't do too many reviews on them is because like there's not really much to see. You know what I'm saying? Like some cards, they just right away. Like if you ever use like Doomfreeze, for instance, like you could see how good he is right away. So yeah, with this card, we'll try him in the midfield, like mainly, and then the right back as well, just in case people want to play him in that position too. And like I said, because of those two different positions, like for the price, might be like worth putting the fodder into just to kind of do all that, right? But yeah, we'll try him out in those positions. We'll see how he plays. Hopefully he is a beast. Well, that worked out initially. Mess it up. Does get the interception there. Really nice pass, to be fair. Did do an animation there. Interception there. Nice goal. Wara pass. Amazing. This game is so much fun, man. Well done, Lahm. Well done, well done. Ah, you tried. You don't. You're not gonna have the physical for that though. Thank you, Lahm. There you go. Well positioned. Good shot cancel. We'll take the goal there. Little first time lob pass. There we go. Got it eventually there. Got it eventually there. Good stuff. His transition speed's not bad. They did maximize his pace for the fullback position. So it's not like as horrible to work with there, right? Because his transition speed's not bad. Feels more agile to move left and right. That's not where I threw it. Nicely done. Should be mine. Good stuff. Pace after with the card there wasn't horrible, to be honest. Wasn't like super horrible. Meta-wise, yeah, the lengthy with more physical for sure definitely makes a difference. But it wasn't horrible there. Should be a penalty there for sure. Should be a penalty. Where's Lahm at? The 7 penalties. We shall go bottom right. Oh, Laura save. Oh, he still gets to it. Good stuff, good stuff. Ball roll downwards. Keep going. There you go. Little pinged pass. See, that's the option you have all the time, right? Like, if you have that one midfielder that's like really good at passing the ball, you make that one pass to him, first time pass afterwards. Because, you know, you need midfielders that have good passing play styles. You score those sort of opportunities, right? Over here, he's slow for sure. That one right there felt slow. There you go, got to that there. Good. He actually does that turnaround himself there. That's good. Got that. There we go. Fullback just starts randomly making the run. We see you with the lob pass. Yeah, magnetizes to that too. "1v1 Mortal Kombat." Oh, I went for an anticipates challenge there, and this guy just got megged. Oh, nice interception, though. Honestly, in regards to usability, guys, like, I wish they gave him plus for, like, fullback, because that's probably the spot I would use him the most in. Like, meta-wise at this point, yeah. Because having a long ball on the fullback position would be nice, too. In general, positioning-wise, it's fine for him. Get great movements out of this formation, I'll tell you that right now. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Icon Philip Lahm card. So, for me personally, guys, when it came down to using this card, I think I actually enjoyed him the most in the actual right back position. I think it was really important that they gave him the play styles that they did, while being that more agile player that can help you out in the general build-up play, right? I think both of the play styles are actually really nice to work with in that general area. I think positioning-wise, he does a pretty solid job at positioning himself for like the interceptions. If you use him in a 2 CDM lineup, like I don't recommend him as a lone CDM, but in a 2 CDM lineup, because he has the passing capabilities, and like in his case, you'd probably line him up next to somebody maybe like a Patrick Vieira, or honestly, even if you had like Trent Alexander-Arnold as like a cheaper alternative, you can do that too. Because there are a lot of formations where people use like CDMs where one is holding and then one is deep lying playmaker. Like that would be a pretty good balance. I just personally feel like, you know, I like to have the more tall or physical type dudes over there. But again, because he has the passing stuff to work with in that general area, and because he has the anticipate and the intercept, you could still get some good defensive plays out of the card in that sense, right? I wish they gave him deep lying playmakers as CDM. I think that would have been really important, because we're at a point in the game where they definitely should be giving more role pluses. But yeah, for me personally, meta-wise, like I liked him in the right back position more than anything. Like I think, generally speaking, yeah, lengthy, physical dudes. That's why Theo Hernandez is so crazy. Like those guys are always going to be the guys that, like, you know, will offer you a good physical presence and be able to like not block out those sort of areas. But again, because they gave the anticipate plus and the intercept, you feel like you can move with this card in more agile ways in that area, and he's just helpful on the build-up play in that area as well, right? So honestly, for the price of the SBC for 178k, I don't mind this one whatsoever. I think that being able to utilize him in both sort of roles will definitely be really fun. And I don't think they overpriced him as well as an icon that gives you the links and what he can potentially provide you in the team. I think on the SPC account, I might potentially unlock him, maybe, just so that it's a little bit easier to work with for the links in the team. Because some formations, like I said, if you use 2 CDMs, holding plus is not bad. And then obviously there's some formations where, you know, in the right back position, he doesn't have a physical presence, but the anticipate definitely helps out a little bit to compensate for lack of physical, because of the animations just being a little bit better to work with. Because you can see in some of the defensive animations that I would overcommit challenges, and the way that he can kind of just go back into the play because he's agile to get back into the play is pretty important. So yeah, 178k, do not mind this SBC whatsoever for what he offers in game. The passing comes off very nicely, and the anticipate's pretty big play style. I think intercept being added, like I said earlier, is a really big one added too. But there's a lot of other stuff too that makes him pretty cool to work with in that general spot. I will say though that if this game was different and you're not facing against these 4-2-1-3 rats that have absolutely zero idea how to actually attack with actual brain cells, it would be really cool to actually be able to utilize him on that false back role, because he really feels like the false back type, to be honest. But you guys know, if you play that 4-2-1-3 or even 4-2-2, it's always counterattack in the side positions every single time, right? So that's the only reason why you maybe might not use him that often right now there. But like I said, that false back I think would definitely be, because it's funny because I'm like mentioning how I liked him at right back, and then like he has CDM characteristics in certain aspects. And it's like false back is literally right there for like both of those, right? But it just depends on whether or not you want to do that and then get counterattacked in like those side positions, right? But yeah, no, like I said, the SBC price is definitely very solid. I was trying him out in like 2 different formations just to kind of review a formation while we're at it. And he was doing a pretty solid job. Like I said, when I was using him at right back, it was pretty solid. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.